for this? I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Yeah, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Give it up, go.
Welcome to the big show. Simply wait.
Am I on here, Justin? There we are. We're on right there. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Serta Pro Painters presents Montez at Midday. And I told you guys about this new segment that I do on Wednesdays called HomeTown Highlights. I have a special guest in here. I might introduce you to him in 1 second. But until then, let's high five it in the building. Chest bump. Let's hug it out. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating a wedding anniversary, happy anniversary to you. If your kid's already gone somewhere else and you got the whole weekend to yourself and you happy, congratulations right there. I like when people get what they want. Get out the house. Y'all leave here. Leave me alone. In my damn movie. But today, joining me on the show, I've been trying to contact this young man for quite some time to get him on the show and talk about this amazing program and services that they offer. Joining me today on the show, I got Dre Cole in the building. What's going on with you, Dre? Come a little closer to the mic.
There you go. Good. How you doing today,
man.
brother?
Doing better than good, man. Better than good. You with this amazing group and project called the BounceBack Project, as well as Urban City Services. You want to tell folks what that's about?
Yeah, actually it's Urban City Services, and the BounceBack Project is just one of the programs that we operate.
Okay.
So Urban City Services came about in about 2018. It was a project my wife and I started with a couple of other friends, to kind of fill the gaps that mainstream social services were not covering.
Okay.
So we partner with a whole lot of networks, different outreach groups that do the same thing. And so we were able to grow from that and started, producing our own programs, that other mainstream services don't provide.
Right.
So the Bounce Back is just one of those programs.
Okay.
After working in homeless services for the last 20 years, I would see people come back again and again and again, over and over, same people, like a revolving door, coming back to the shelter, and I just started asking, what keeps bringing you back? I knew the services that we provide, but they needed more services than what an average shelter would give them, and so I started talking to them about what their needs was, and over the years, I just kind of compiled all of that information, into a way where we can, kind of close that up, and I was finding that more people didn't have ID, didn't have birth certificates. They had so many barriers.
That's one of the biggest things is getting a ID. Yeah. And when you don't have proper paperwork and you've been going back and forth between shelter or housing or whatever.
Door slams right in your face.
Yeah. But you said you guys help people out get their ID?
Yeah, we can help you with the ID.
Because I told you, I already told you before the show, I have to get a birth certificate with my name on it. I've been trying to get this done for over 15 years.
Really?
It is the most difficult thing to do.
Oh, you born in Missouri?
Mm-hmm. St. Louis County Hospital.
Then what's the problem with your birth certificate?
Because it has Baby Boy Moore on there. It doesn't have my name.
It doesn't have your real name?
No, and I need to get that on there.
Oh, wow.
And I almost had it done. Now, longer than that. Because the last time I got roadblocked, 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
And then when they changed everything again with ID and paperwork, I got hit by it again. Then COVID, I thought I found a leeway into somewhere to get it done, but it was just another roadblock. But I'm going to try you guys' services.
Yeah, give me a shot, man. Let me see what we can do.
Now, what else? What all do you guys do for people at the Urban Services? What is that all about?
With Urban City Services, one of the programs we have, of course, is the BounceBack Project. We also have a mobile street outreach team that organizes with other groups, then go out and do sometimes weekly, sometimes monthly, whenever we need it, to do outreach in the community where the homeless encampments are, or where homeless individuals are known to congregate, and try to support them with what their needs are.
Okay.
Right now, we have a caravan of help that we partner with several other groups that go out with their expertise to provide the best services to the people. You know, when we go out, we basically are going to try to see what your basic needs are. You know, if you need some warming items, you know, you need care items, you need food, you need clothing and stuff like that. That's the basics of our outreach.
Right.
But we also encounter missing persons, you know.
Wow.
So we not equipped to handle that, so we partner with other groups that do. They are a part of our caravan. And so also people who have substance abuse disorder, well, that's not our expertise either.
But you
So-
partner with other groups.
But we partner with other groups that do.
Okay.
And so just like that, we build a caravan that can come along with us while we doing outreach, and that way everybody gets taken care of. You know, mostly, and lately we've been taking care of the camps. You know, we've been mostly serving the camps that the public don't see. That's on the outskirts of the city. You know, along the flood walls, the rivers, the old pallet yard, the old bus station downtown, the old Cotton Belt Depot, you know, places like that. That's where the general public don't see that. You know, a lot of people complain about the homeless that they do see. You know, well, I can tell you, for every homeless person that's visible to you, there's probably about 12 or 13 more.
Yeah, and I, as a person that went through it in 2020, being homeless, it's a prideful thing. You know, my parents didn't know, kept it to myself, stayed in a motel. But if you're truthful with the people that are trying to give you resources and services, you can get the help you need.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to be shady with it, you don't want to be truthful about your information, you're not gonna get the help. You're not gonna find a place to live. And a shout out to St. Ann out there in St. John's. STL Move, Missouri Veterans Endeavors. It's a disabled community that I was living in before I moved over here to South City. But they set you up with programs to help you get where you need to go.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's funny that you mentioned those that want help and don't. You know, those do exist, but it's a very small number of people, you know, who don't want help. You know, everybody want to be out of that situation.
They do.
Nobody wakes up and say, hey, I want to live like this. I want to be homeless. I want to live this way. You know, everybody I come across want a way out, and they are willing to make that change. But to be honest with you, a lot of them have been disappointed so many times. They have ran into so many brick walls in the system, you know, and not just the system, the people who are there to try to help them, you know, have let them down. You know, or have went as far as they could, and then again the system stopped them again. You know, so some people have given up hope. You know, and with us coming around, you know, we trying to help restore that hope, because without the hope, they ain't gonna want to do this. They're not gonna want to get back out. It's gonna be so much piled up on them. It's gonna seem like such a great big hurdle that they don't have the energy, the strength, or the willpower to even walk through that door. So when we talk about the BounceBack Project, that's the one thing we do there. When you come through that door, you immediately welcome and embrace. Now you got a team. You got a team,
and they sit down and do a little Q&A with you to figure out what you exactly need right now to get you out of this spot. Because that's what they did out there at MOVE, Missouri Veterans Endeavors. But again, it was all vets. Yeah. All disabled vets living out there. Great community, great support. But they're privately funded. You know, they get no government assistance. So that was interesting to me.
Well, that's the same thing with the BounceBack Project. We don't get a dime. Everything we get is from private donations and little fundraisers we have, you know, and stuff like that. Other than that, it's private donations. We get nothing from the city, nothing from the state, nothing from the government.
Did I see in one photo that you guys get folks ready for a job interview as well?
That's exactly what the BounceBack Project
Haircut,
is all about.
clothing,
yes,
how to interview techniques.
We do
'Cause I
all
think
of
I
that.
saw a young man.
We do job skills assessment. We do social assessments because that's the first thing we do when you come in is social assessments. We try to find out what you're lacking, where are the barriers at that's going to help you, that's going to stop you from getting employed. And so when you come in, that's when we find out you don't have an ID. That's when we find out you don't have a phone. We find out you don't have an email and probably never used a computer before. All of that we find out first, so
Okay.
we'll know where to start working with you at. Once we help you obtain all of those things, we start a job assessment. We start making you a resume, getting you into some job search training, getting you into interview training, getting you into resume training where you can make your own resume, not just one that gets you noticed, but one that will get you hired. And then we also have a grooming center. Oh man, it's huge. You gotta come
I love
visit.
it.
We have a grooming center where we get you ready for an interview. We have all the clothes, all the grooming items. We got hair curlers, we got clippers, shavers, everything you would need to get ready for an interview. And one of the great things about it, it's not just for when you get an interview. No, when you come through the door, one thing that make a person feel good about themselves if they able to shower and clean up, get it shaved. So people that's in the program, when they come in, they can dress out right here and feel better about themselves for today. So if their needs are our needs, so it's a great program, if you really trying to get out of your homeless situation.
It sounds like you got a phone number you want to share with people that want to get involved in anything?
Yes, we can be reached at 314-669-6276. Or
again?
that's 314-669-6276. Or you can reach us at urbancityservices@gmail.com. Or you can come on home to us at urbancityservices.org. And you can visit us at 716 Allen in the Soulard neighborhood, right at the corner of 8th and Allen.
So help us out there, folks. If you can contribute with donations or if you need some help yourself, again, 314-669-6276, and they're located at 716 Allen. At 716 Allen in the Soulard neighborhood. It's the BounceBack Project in Urban City Services.
Urban City Services.
There it is right there. I mean, it looked like you guys do a lot, and I've been seeing a lot of it on social media, what you guys have been doing, because certain communities have more issues than other communities. Mm-hmm. And between South City and Soulard, we've seen it. We've seen it firsthand on the news, just walking in everyday life. But for the folks that are out here trying to do the right thing and get the help that they need, I'm glad that there's a place like that for people to get some help. Even get a better job, or even get a resume. A lot of people don't even do resumes anymore. And a lot of people don't have an ID, a proper ID. They have expired IDs. Expired. And I heard now we have an issue with the new ID, with the new software at the DMV, is putting people like on a 4 and 5 hour wait. Have you heard about that?
Yeah. They was actually closed down for a bit, where we had to stop processing the free IDs until DMV opened back up.
Okay.
And I actually showed up. I actually met a client there and didn't know that they were closed. And the lady said they were closed for a couple of days and won't be open for another week. I was like, wow.
Yeah, apparently they don't know how to use the new software. It's not updating fast enough from what my buddy told me that was at the DMV 2 weeks ago for 4.5 hours. He's like, I don't think they know what they're doing with this software because they couldn't give a proper explanation of what the problem was. And that's bad. They said all of us got to have this ID for sure. Yeah. Are you guys doing anything for as a Friendsgiving?
No, actually, there's a lot of other people that's doing things for Thanksgiving. There's no shortage of that this year, I'm sure. If you go to our Facebook page, you can find other places, that would be doing free meals. But what we have been working on is the weather is getting cold right now. It's really rapidly dropping. And so I'm a part of a winter planning group. And so we are getting ourselves ready to serve the homeless and try to get people into shelters, warming centers, and stuff like that.
So that's the one thing I get worried about.
Yeah.
The vacant buildings when they make those makeshift fires in there. and they're not safe, and things don't turn out the right way sometimes. That's the thing that scares me when it gets cold here in the Midwest, right there.
Yeah, that's the sad, part about it. It's somewhat residual of the whole issue with homelessness in the city. For the past 15, 16 years, we haven't been able to open enough shelters, because there has so many rules and regulations that we had to go through to open up a new shelter. So in all of that time, there hasn't been any new shelters open. So now there's an explosion of homelessness, and there's nowhere to put anybody. And so the people doing makeshift camps in different places. I don't condone it, but where else do you have for them to go?
Right.
I see on, if I can speak about the Soulard
Go ahead.
Facebook group, they say take them home with you. Well, that's not realistic.
No.
Everybody can't go home with me.
No.
We have to look deeper for a solution to that, and not just look at the consequences of not having a solution for it.
Right.
And the fires are very unfortunate, but the colder it get, the more that you're gonna see, and that's why I encourage people to support the grassroots outreaches that's out there, trying to get people in the hotels when it get cold.
I lost somebody over one of those fires in downtown.
Yeah, I understand.
So that was
trying to get people into shelter, trying to get more services, attack the legislation, help get some of these laws changed, where we can help the people. One of the efforts that Urban City Services is doing today, we're about to purchase a school bus from Gateway 180 to use as a warming bus. The city is not providing.
Awesome.
The city is not providing a warming bus this year to act as a wait station, to take people to available shelter beds as they become available when the temperatures drop. And so we partner with Winter Outreach to purchase this bus, and so they're going to be running services from the bus and coordinating with different outreach groups, volunteers, and available beds, so we hoping to get this bus up and going this Sunday.
But that's awesome,
so
dude.
When I leave here, I'm going to finish up some business with the bus. And so that's where my planning has been. Also trying to convert the BounceBack Project into some warming space if needed when the temperatures drop. See, UCS is in emergency mode right now. We ain't got time for no turkeys. We don't. To
Right.
be honest and be truthful and keep it 100 with you, man, I don't care nothing about Thanksgiving. I care about getting people home,
Get some people.
getting people in their own place, getting people off the street, somewhere safe. There's going to be plenty of places to eat.
Now, does that bus still run downtown where the young man was giving people showers on there and they got to wash their clothes and he gave those thick socks? Does he still operate downtown?
I'm not too sure about that, but I know for sure that you can get a shower at AmeriCorps on Tuesdays.
AmeriCorps on Tuesdays.
That's on Ann and Soulard.
Okay. This guy here, he had this special bus, and he would go through downtown St. Louis between the hours of 1 in the morning and 5 in the morning.
Really?
To get the homeless people a chance to shower, get some fresh, wash some clothes.
Well, I can remember a couple of years ago, I believe St. Patrick's Center had a shower, a mobile shower that they put right on the corner of 8th and Allen, right by the church.
No kidding.
Yeah, every Thursday, I think.
St. Patrick do some great work, work as well. I went through them being a vet, and they put me in MOVE out there, Missouri Veterans Endeavors in St. Anne.
They do great work in the city.
Yeah, they have been doing a lot of great work for many, many years, and I'm usually doing something with them during the St. Patrick's Day Parade as well. But, man, that's cool what you guys are doing with this Bounce Back program in UCS, man. Anything else you want to tell us? Anything coming up you want to let folks know about?
Yes. Always got something coming up. This Monday, y'all, we're going to be at the corner of Cass and Broadway. That's over right before you go across that new bridge over there, right on Broadway, on the corner, right by the Cotton Belt Depot. That's where a homeless encampment is, right there.
Okay.
And it's kind of like right in between the Pallet Yard encampment, which is now called the Field of Hope, and the Cotton Belt Depot. We're going to be doing an ID blitz from 12 to 4 right there on that corner. We're going to set up a couple of canopies and everything. We're going to have some volunteers there to help out. We're going to have transportation to take people back and forth to the vital records and DMV to get their birth certificates and ID all in one day.
How long is that process, getting someone their ID and their birth certificate? What is the actual?
The process? Okay, if you ain't got no ID, no nothing. Okay, first we got to get the birth certificate taken care of. You know, in order to get the birth certificate done, if you fill out the application, that's got to be notarized. Most of the notaries is going to want some ID, or they're going to want one or two people. Sometimes I've seen it vary between the notary. You know, some take one, some take two. Two other people that's been knowing you for at least 2 years to sign the register with you, and bam, you're notarized. And once it's notarized, we can write the check for the birth certificate.
How much is birth certificate now?
Birth certificate is $15.
Okay, all right.
And so we get you to City Hall to get the birth certificate. Now our volunteers are taking you over to the DMV with another check to pay for the ID. You will require 2 pieces of mail or other proof of address, and voila, it's done.
Do you help with Social Security cards too?
We can help with that, but eventually you're still gonna have to go in. So we can help do that online for you to get that process started, but eventually you're still gonna have to go in, and you ain't gonna be able to get that unless you got this other stuff too.
Okay,
You know, so
gotcha.
you have to start with the birth certificate.
Birth certificate, ID.
Yeah. So
Social
if you
Security
got
card.
the ID and stuff already, you can probably send that to them online, but you're still gonna have to go in for a face-to-face interview and sign some other stuff, you know. So I like to get people started at least, you know, online, so that'll speed the process up when you do go in.
Well, that's some good information, man. You know, right there, getting people set up again, which is
And we also sign people up for snaps too. But they still will have to go for the interview.
You still got to go in.
We can get them to the interview process. We can get them through the application process and all of that to where now they just waiting on a call.
Well, it looked like y'all are really helping some people out, and I
try.
can imagine the feedback stories from the positivity coming back from people who have been through the program and actually it's worked for them.
Yeah.
And do they come back and help volunteer and help out from time to time?
Absolutely. There's going to be 2 of our alumni from the BounceBack Project that's going to be helping Monday. Let me speak some more about what's going to happen Monday. Not just the IDs is going on Monday at the encampment. We're going to also set up shop with everything that they could possibly need for the winter. We're going to have coats, we're going to have gloves, we're going to have warming items, we're going to have care items, we're going to have some food. We're going to, for those 4 hours, we're going to be there to serve.
Okay, all right. And that's at Broadway and Cass this
Broadway
Monday,
Cass this Monday.
from 2 to 4?
From 12 to 4.
From 12 to 4. If you need an ID, you need some supplies for yourself or your loved ones, you trying to get on your feet, need your ID, need a birth certificate, these folks are here to help you. And again, you can give them a call at 314-669-6276 or stop by City Services. You can stop by at 716 Allen in Soulard. All the help you need is right there. Again, this has been another exciting episode of Certa Painters presents Montez at Midday. I've been joined in studio today by Mr. Andre Cole. Dre, 2 Drizzies in the building.
Yes. The real is in the mix.
It's been a minute since I interviewed another Dre.
Man, we're a unique breed, dude.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I'd like to thank you folks for watching on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, all over the place. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you Friday. Same time, same bat channel with another episode of Certa Painters presents Montez at Midday. And don't forget, it is Black Friday with your boy right now. If you want to do some advertising on the show, it's only $75. Hit me up on social media, or you can just message me, however you want to do it. Or maybe you can hit up Justin here at the studio and say, I want in on that Dre Montez. It's $75 a one-time payment. You get your logo. You get your address, you get mentions, and if you have a QR code, we can share that as well. And also bring you on the show to promote your business as well. So let me know what you want to do. But until then, good people, as they say in the hood, I will holler at you later. And peace out, good folk, good people. And let's get the DJ to play us something nice. Get on up out here on this Thanksgiving Eve. Turkey Day Eve, whatever you want to say. It's one of them. But it's
Let's get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble! Pump up the shit, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it. Y'all ready for this? I like to move it, move it. 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 Give it up, go.
Welcome to the big show.